AGNC Investment Corporation. Ticker symbol is AGNC. Pays a dividend every month, and the last one I received was for 10 cents per share. AGNC Investment Corporation is a real estate investment trust, or a REIT. The company invests primarily in agency residential mortgage-backed securities, which are known as agency RMBS, for which the principal and interest payments are guaranteed by the United States Government-Sponsored Enterprise, or GSE, or the United States Government Agency. It also invests in other types of mortgage and mortgage-related securities, such as credit risk transfer, which are CRTs, securities, and non-agency residential mortgage-backed securities, or non-agency RMBS, as well as commercial mortgage-backed securities, or CMBS, where the repayment of principal and interest is not guaranteed by the GSE or the United States Government Agency, and other assets related to the housing, mortgage, or real estate markets. The company funds its investments primarily through collateralized borrowings structured as repurchase agreements. Now, it's currently trading for about $15 per share, and this is the long-term history given by Trading212. However, on Yahoo Finance, there is the full history, because AGNC was founded in 2008, and this stock history goes back to 2008. But it has the usual monthly paying long-term history, which is not massive growth because they have to pay so much out, and if anything, a bit of a downtrend over the long term. But that is very common with regularly paying or high yield paying stocks. So it's headquartered in Bethesda in the United States. It's in the real estate operations industry of the services sector. Its current market cap is $8.44 billion. There's no PE ratio given, which means they're probably losing money or just not reporting it. Its current revenue is $501 million. Has an earnings per share of negative 66 cents and a pretty high dividend yield of 8.96%. Its quarterly profit margin is 85.5% and annually is negative 53%. Its quarterly debt to assets is about the same, it's 85%, and over the last year is about 86%. And its annual cash flow from operating is $1.75 billion. From investing is $36.5 billion. And from financing is negative $37.23 billion. So AGNC currently has a 52-week high of $18.84 and a 52-week low of $14.42. And when it opened, or when it had an IPO in 2008, it was $19.70. And the highest point that I can see here is about $36.50 in September of 2012. So on the website, the description seems to be quite similar to what Trading212 has, but it has the usual information that you would need as an investor for your research, which is always nice to see. A bit about SEC filings, stockholder services, events and presentations, corporate governance. But in my own opinion, I hold AGNC and I'm not going to sell it regardless of how high or how low it goes, but that's just my own strategy of not selling stocks that pay dividends. But if I was to have a very large position in AGNC or any monthly paying stock, I would be a little bit more stressed out with my portfolio than I am now. Because the reality of a lot of these stocks is that they don't grow very well. They're great for income as long as they can continue paying it without destroying themselves. But unfortunately, dividend cuts may be necessary, and the amount of capital that you invest, it may never, say you invested here 2013, it would have been $31.80, and it's now hovering around half that. So income, in my opinion, would be good. However, share appreciation would not be good. But when you're doing your own research and depending on your own strategy, it's entirely your decision to make. But in my own opinion, a $15 stock that pays 10 cents per share per month is pretty good income. And I do have other stocks that they have even higher dividend yields, like some of them are 12 or 15%. So it is paying quite nicely. It's about 8 or 9% dividend yield, but it is in the riskier, in my own opinion, it's in the riskier area of investing. So that's all for this one, and I hope that this was useful.